Hello, hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of Gens Before Friends. I'm Mockingbird and I'm here with my co-host Queen Amgie
Hello.
and Morbid Plum.
Hello.
And it is spooky season right now.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yay.
Which of course means DBD has our Halloween event, which we're going to be talking
Mhm.
about and some other things. But how are y'all doing?
Doing well. Happy Sunday.
Oh,
Is
yes,
it
it's
Whiskey
Sunday.
Sunday?
Yeah, we don't usually
We're,
record on
Is
yeah,
it?
we do.
Sundays.
It feels weird recording on a weekend. Normally it's
It
a
does.
weeknight.
Yeah. But yeah, good. Just enjoying a nice, relaxing Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same. We usually don't record on Sunday, but we wanted to play the Halloween event before we
Mm-hmm.
talked about it, so we pushed our recording time to this weekend. So instead of just like reading kind of what we did last time with like the developer update, just reading about it, we wanted to actually experience it.
A
So,
Yes.
real life experience.
We
but
did it for
before,
the pod.
oh yeah, we did it for the podcast. We did it for y'all. We pushed it back for y'all. But before we get to the Halloween stuff, the Behavior released earlier this month some stats for us. So we're going to go over those first. They released the top killer perks, top survivor perks, and the top killer picks. So let's start. What do y'all think we should start with? Survivor or killer?
Ooh, let's start with Killer.
Killer? Okay, let's go
Yeah.
through killer perks first.
Okay.
So I'll read through them. So the first one was Jolt. The second, number 2 was Pop. 3 was Scourge Hook Pain Res. 4 is Sloppy Butcher. 5 is Barbecue. 6 is Lethal. 7 was Save the Best for Last. 8, Nowhere to Hide. 9, Corrupt Intervention. And 10, Noed.
Yeah, no one's coming back, that's for sure.
Yeah, we
Oh.
experienced that one earlier, didn't we?
With a Michael.
Yeah, with the Michael.
Oh,
But you weren't
even
here for
better.
that. You weren't here for that, Marvin.
You didn't want to be here for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad I was out doing errands real quick.
He got Katie with it.
Yeah.
Great.
Mm-hmm. But we did have someone give up on Hook, right? Was that round?
Yeah,
Someone.
we've had a lot of
We've had a lot of
give
people
up
do.
on Hook. First Hook
Yeah.
too. She.
Oh, yeah,
she
that's
was
right. She tried to get off. And then the other rando got her off. And then, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't too bad. We got to end game with someone basically killing themselves. So, but anyway, that's off topic. So yeah, I think we've experienced both of these perks pretty often. I think we were talking earlier. Queen Save the Best for Last is definitely making a comeback.
Yeah, that's on a rise. I think it was pretty much in the majority of all the games we've played recently.
Mm-hmm. What about you,
Um,
Morbid? What do you think of this list? Think it's
It's
accurate
interesting.
or?
Yeah, I think so. I've just like definitely been noticing some of these have been used more often when we've been playing. So obviously, like the rise and some of these, I'm like, oh, I guess that makes sense. I'm curious as to why. Like, why are these becoming like the new meta? Like, Pop is up 20% from usual, which I guess makes sense because there's a lot more used gen perks on the survivor side. So that one used to be, I think, used a lot, and then it kind of died down for a while. So
Well, they had
yeah.
nerfed it. They had
Mhm.
Oh,
it
that's
was it
right.
was
Yeah,
really
yeah.
good, and then they nerfed it, and then they kind of buffed it a bit, not like back to how it was. So it is so the top 3 perks are all gen
That's right.
perks, and number 9
Okay.
Corrupt would be a gen perk as well. It stops you from doing gens at the beginning of the match.
Yeah.
So the top 3 perks are all gen related, gen slowdown, and then Sloppy would be healing slowdown. Then everything else is besides Nomad is like aura reading.
Yeah. Which, I mean, it makes sense seeing this list and then thinking back to games that we've had because I'm like, oh, yeah, I've noticed people not playing like Corrupt Intervention as much. And so it's kind of cool that they put this list out.
Any other
I'm
thoughts on
wondering
killer? I'll go for it, Queen.
why like Save the Best for Last is going up. I feel like it's been pairing well with a lot of the new killer perks that have been coming out. But for the most part, I would say the last couple of killers we went up against, their full loadout is here somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like Pain Res, Floppy, Save the Best for Last, Nowhere to Hide is pretty much everywhere.
Oh, okay. So it's an obsession. I had to look it up because I was like, I
Mhm.
don't remember what it
Yeah,
does.
Oh,
so
save the base for last. Yeah.
yeah,
So
Yeah.
You get 8 tokens. So when you hit survivors that are not your obsession, you get tokens, and basically your melee attack is faster.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So your cool, or your, I guess your cooldown for your melee is reduced. That makes more sense.
Interesting.
So then you can like hit survivors faster. So it works good against like if people are like trying to sabo hooks and stuff, you can hit them faster. I'm surprised, and maybe it's because Xenomorph hasn't been out very long that its perks are on here. Because I think a lot of people are running. Oh my gosh, I forgot the name of the perk. The one where you don't have bloodlust. I feel like that one and Save the Best might pair
But
well.
they go together. Is
Basically,
it Alien
yeah,
Instinct? No.
Is it rapid brutality?
I think
Oh,
No.
so.
I think
I
it's
don't,
Rapid Brutality.
yeah. And I think Save the Best works well with killers that have an alternate attack, like Xenomorph. Like we had it on Pig. Like I called it. We were in the match. I'm like, that is
Mm-hmm.
really fast, M1. If the killer has an alternate attack, that's what you would use on your obsession so you don't lose your stacks.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I think it's being paired with Rapid Brutality, which is, lurking bloodlust, and successfully hitting a survivor with a basic attack grants you a 5% haste status effect,
Mm-hmm.
which would make sense.
Yeah.
So you get the haste and you're hitting faster.
I am curious, like Pop is number 2. I see as a killer player. I like Hall of Brine. And now it probably doesn't take as much off percentage wise, but why I like Hall of Brine is you can get a notification when someone gets back on the gen.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of surprised Call of Brine's not on here as one of the gen perks. But I think we see Sloppy constantly.
It's all over.
Yeah.
We only have
Even though it says it's going down, but
it is going down, but I don't know. So Queen and I played earlier today. We only had one lethal. We didn't really have that much lethal.
No, we had 2 lethals.
Or 2 lethals, but we played quite a few games. It wasn't that much in comparison to how many games we played. I felt like.
But we've also had killers who are just stacking all the aura perks. So, they have lethal, and then they have barbecue, and then full aura perk loadouts for those that have distortion, just to eat up the distortion tokens. And
yeah,
then
that's what I was.
You're just out of luck.
That's your nurses and blights, everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
So
like are usually the aura.
Yeah, that Nowhere to Hide and barbecue are on here because a lot of times we see them played together.
Well, yeah, and lethal works with Nowhere to Hide and barbecue because lethal, you see them at the beginning of the match, and it also extends your aura reading for the other perks. So, I mean, these perks a lot of them work well together. Some of them. So those were the top 10 killer perks.
What about Survivor?
Survivor. Okay, I'll read through them. Number 1, we have Windows of Opportunity. Number 2, Made for This. Surprise, surprise, right?
Yeah.
3, Adrenaline. 4, Resilience. 5, Life. 6 is self-care. Y'all, why are y'all running self-care? Why are y'all running self-care? Run inner healing so much better.
Yeah.
That's why I've been running. 7 is Deja Vu. 8 is Sprint Burst. 9, Dead Hard. And 10 is Kindred.
I'm surprised Kindred's on there. I don't see it that much.
We see it occasionally.
Yeah, we actually did have it a couple matches ago, actually.
I mean, I think it's definitely not used as much since they have introduced a survivor icon, so you know who's on a gen, who's healing. Yeah, it's number 10. It's at the bottom.
Well, I could tell you what. The first 4 is the loadout people are doing. They're doing Windows. They're doing Made for this
Resilience
with a Drillion and then Resilience. So they're trying to run the killer as long as possible, and then hopefully when the last gen pops, they get the heal and they can make it to a door. So the first 4, that's a full loadout that's happening right now.
Yeah. I think sometimes people trade out Adrenaline, but yeah, definitely the Made for This Resilience combo is a thing. I wonder if in the future Background Fire will be on here because that one, since they buffed it.
Yeah, that is speedy.
I think that'd be. I mean, this is so. Let me say this. This is Perk. This is their numbers from August 25th to September 25th. So this is a month period. So this isn't like the whole year. This is just from August to September, and they just recently buffed Background Player. So that's probably why it's not on here. Self-care, y'all. There are other better healing perks out there. Can we stop? I mean, it is down, but it's still in the top 10. It's in the middle. Like, what are
Yeah.
y'all doing?
I guess
We
because
did.
it's
Yeah.
quote unquote easy. Like you literally don't have to do anything except heal yourself, maybe.
But
But
it
I'm with you.
takes,
It takes so
It
long
takes, yeah.
though.
I was like, there's so many better ways
because I
to
And
don't see,
self
yeah.
heal yourself.
yeah, like if I saw botany on here too, like it would make sense. Like self-care botany, like then you heal yourself a little bit faster. But it's like,
Yeah.
it's just on here all by itself.
Yeah. We had a match where Maki and I pretty much died because our rando went in a corner and self-cared
Of
while
course. I
someone was on
mean,
hook.
I
that's how it
forgot.
naturally happens, right?
I forgot how
Yeah.
long it takes to self-care, but it's isn't it over a minute? A minute? Maybe it is
Well,
a
yeah,
minute.
and then it could be longer
With
depending on
sloppy.
sloppy, which is
Number
everywhere.
4, killer perk
Yeah.
sloppy.
Oh, wow. It takes 64 seconds. Oh, wait. That's only on number. Oh, no. That's on the full tier. It takes
Yeah.
Just over a
64
minute.
But
seconds.
that's not if there is not some sort of add-on or a
Yeah.
perk
For
killer
for
brought in.
hemorrhage and all
Yeah, to
that.
make it
So
worse.
Like if there's sloppy, it takes 85 seconds to help
Mm,
self kill yourself.
yeah, so
Sorry.
that's what
Self
I'm saying.
care
Like
yourself.
that's what happened. They ran off
it's
into a
pretty
corner,
much kill
did a
your
full,
teammates.
yeah, full heal, but Sloppy was in play. I was
God,
injured. Mocking was on the hook. Mocking
that is
died, and then I ended up
awful.
dying, and they just sat in the corner.
Yeah.
Uh,
I could not imagine sitting there for 65 seconds or more. And I'm just like,
hitting skill checks.
I hope I don't die.
Skill check simulator.
Like there's not even like bite the bullet's not even on here either.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if
Oh,
someone did like a self-care, bite the bullet, botany, I mean, there's so many. I agree. Like, inner healing is a great perk, and I feel like we're seeing it more. Then you got, our favorite Nick Cage perk, plot
Plot
twist,
twist.
which is a
yeah.
free heal essentially during game and then at in-game collapse. There's so many other perks that I'd run other than you have to be solo queue, and if you're running that one and not care about getting people out, like
Yeah, it's just all for you and no one else. Like,
Like I understand people want to be able to heal themselves. It's just the slowest. This is the slowest way to heal yourself. Like run
yeah.
bond and find a teammate.
bring a med kit.
Bring
you
a
know,
med kit. I know med kits were nerfed, but you can still get 1 or 2 heals off of a med kit. It's better than self care. It's faster than self care.
if you bring a med kit and plot twist right off the bat for just general gameplay, you're guaranteed, depending on your add-ons, 3 heals. And then once in-game collapse happens, you still plot twist activates again. That's a 4th heal.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's still up there. Like, I think people just need to stop running it and do another way to heal.
Well, other than that, we have most of the exhaustion perks, except for Overcome's not on here. We have Life. Apparently, it's
I
the
guess
favorite.
I
I
guess I
love
could
life.
see why that one dropped maybe during this period because it was kind of not broken, but the vaulting was messed up, right?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
vaulting went down. That makes sense.
I mean,
So I could see people not running because I didn't run it as much just because the vaulting was kind of screwed up for female survivors.
mm-hmm. And then they screwed it up for all of them, and then
Yeah, and then they were like, "We fixed it, and now nobody works."
it's fine now. They finally fixed it. My favorite exhaustion perk is Sprint Burst because it's always there. It's always reliable.
True.
The only
You
thing
can
I
that
just
just
messes
always
time
it up is Fearmonger. Is the only perk that really messes
Yeah.
it up. But
I just always forget that I'm running it, and then I run, and I'm like, "Dang it!"
oh, that's a whole debate itself if you sprint at the beginning of the match or not. Or at one point, that was like a debate in the DBD community. Like, do you hold the Sprint Burst or do you just use it at the beginning
Oh,
and get it
okay,
back?
that
But
makes sense.
that was the debate. That was it. Any other thoughts on Survivor perks?
Nope, they all make sense, and
Yeah.
I
Okay.
can definitely tell those top 4 being used a lot.
Okay. Killer picks. Again, same period, August 25th to September 25th. So our top pick for killers is, of course, the Xenomorph. Makes sense. He just came out.
Yeah,
Everyone's playing.
So
Everyone's
surprising.
playing. Everyone's playing the Xenomorph. Second is Huntress.
Mm.
Third, Wraith. 4th is Wesker. 5, Ghosty. 6, Legion. 7, Michael. 8, Nurse. 9 is Trapper. And 10 is Blight. Thoughts on the top killer picks?
Surprised that Huntress is number 2, because I feel like I see a lot more Weskers than I do. Like, I would think that Wesker would be
2.
1 or 2. Yeah.
We see a lot of Wesker. Though we didn't
Yeah.
see any today, surprisingly.
No, well, it's Halloween. People start pulling out, like, we're going to see a lot of Michael. We're going to see a lot of Ghosty.
True.
Well, I haven't seen
'Cause
any Ghosty.
But
we had
Michael
a
is
Ghosty
down.
yesterday. I will say we have been seeing several Wraiths.
Yes.
We did have a Legion today. I had a Trapper yesterday. Blight might go up just because the Blighted event is coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And people might start
Oh,
using Blight a little
that's
more.
true.
But I can see why Alien's number 1, because Alien's
He
like
came
OP.
out.
Well, not only is it a new killer, but they're like an OP killer that basically has no counter.
That's
So
true. His tail
everyone's-
is like deadly.
Yeah, everyone's playing Alien. But it makes sense.
I'm-
Those are my thoughts.
Go ahead,
I'm
Marvin.
interested. Well, because I guess they don't really release this info, or maybe they did, but I'm interested again to see like the why behind this. They probably don't know, but why all of a sudden is everybody's like, nah, I'm not gonna play any of these characters, but these two, like, they're gonna go up like 4%. I don't know.
Well, Trapper got his little buff.
Yeah, but that was
Would this fall in the time frame for the buff?
he just got the buff, didn't he? This is in September 25th, so I'm not.
Like
August,
Trickster.
September. I want to say he got the buff sometime towards the end of September. I only think that Wesker is down because people switched out for Alien.
Alien.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it my brain goes to like, what are the reasons? Like, is it because of what you guys said? Is it, oh, they got all these buffs or these nerfs, and they're like, I don't want to play these people anymore, or is it just people get bored and they want to move on to the next thing?
I think we're always going to see Wraith and Trapper up there because they're beginning killers.
Oh, Huntress
So,
too.
True.
Yeah, Huntress. But people start playing, they tend to start with like a Wraith or a Trapper because you feel secure in playing that one. Huntress, a lot of great people play Huntress.
Yeah.
People main Huntress a lot. I think she's always going to be up there because she's fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's just a cool
Yeah.
character
Or
or
get the
well,
killer
killer,
list. Let's see.
and like people love to do like the trick shots and stuff. So
Mhm.
I don't think I've seen a trickster in a while.
No. I had one the other day.
They're few and far between.
Yeah, and I feel like we haven't seen Ghosty that much. At least I haven't.
Especially
Not
for
for him to be number
Halloween.
5. Not for him to be number 5. During
right.
August of September. Let me put it that way. It's
Maybe
this is
people
not
weren't
this much.
maybe they weren't in the spooky mood yet. Like, I've been in spooky mode since like beginning of August. Like,
You've been in spooky mode since February.
well, that's true. I'm always in spooky mode.
Like, it's guys, Halloween's coming up soon.
And you're like, no, it's not.
It's right
You
around the
get past Valentine's
corner.
Day.
Smart.
I mean,
Smart.
Halloween shopping, like decorations, is just like house decoration shopping for me.
Yeah. I also want to say, like, when people come in, I feel like they want to play the Ghosties and Myers because, they come with the whole horror movie and stuff like that, It was so funny. Something about Ghosty. I was watching Spooky Loops play the other day, and he was like, when I first started playing Ghosty, when he thought when he, like, I guess did his, like, little shroud or crouched or whatever, he was actually invisible.
No.
Oh my
Because
god,
it
that's
happened,
funny.
So he was like, I thought I was actually invisible. So it'd be funny because I've seen a lot of ghosties, and I feel like some people really think they're invisible.
They probably do.
Like, you can't see him at all. That's probably why he's 5. People running around thinking they're invisible.
How did they reveal me?
I know.
'Cause sometimes there are, like, when we go against a ghosty that like is trying to hide, I'm like, I can see you. You know that, right?
There's
You have
like
a
moments
bright
of
white
confusion.
mess.
You could feel it sometimes, and they're like, "What do you mean you see me?" It just made me laugh.
Now let's move on to as we laugh in ahead of time. It's gonna be
Sorry.
good, y'all. No, y'all are good. So
I'm trying to keep it together.
DBD came out with their Cursed Cats collection. And we definitely wanted to talk about this. We're going to start with the positives, okay? We're going to go through the cosmetics. We're going to start with the one we think is the best. And it is actually, I think, a good cosmetic. It's the Hillbillies cosmetic. So for the 4 people that play
Yes.
Hillbilly, you get
You
this
got
Congrats.
great cosmetic.
Yeah, because the face looks very werewolf.
Yeah.
I think it's why this one works so much. And the front, like being open, the chest being open, and then Queen, you noticed that his mallet has
It
a cat
has
bowl.
a cat bowl on
Yeah.
the top
It
of it.
does.
So,
That's
yeah,
so
so
cute.
he's got like
There it is.
the whole handle for the mallet. And if you're watching on YouTube, we are gonna plug in the cosmetics
Yeah.
we're talking about. So it's got the handle for a mallet, and it kind of also reminds me of like a tiki torch.
It
But
does.
Oh.
Oh, it
it
does.
does. But at the very top is a bowl, a little white bowl shaped like a cat's head.
He's got a
But
little bell.
Yeah,
I just
on his
realized
arm.
that.
yeah, on his arm, which would be like a spike collar with a bell. And I think it looks less cat and again more werewolf. And then he's all about Merca because he's wearing his little red, white, blue shorts.
Yeah.
It's the best one in the collection.
Yes.
It really is.
And he's got like multiple head or faces too.
Mhm.
Like so this was the one. Behavior, good job. This one's creepy. But you put it on a killer, then no one plays. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah,
So.
it also goes downhill from hill.
Okay, so let's go.
Let's stop looking at him.
Let's go to clown next.
I'll tell you what, Clown is missing his call for the Cats musical.
Yes, I was gonna
Oh,
say
yeah.
that. Him and oh my god, what is the name of the main cat in that
Memory.
I can't remember his name. It's Mr. something, but yes. Oh my
Yeah.
god, he need this. This is Cats right here. This,
Yeah,
It is.
well, because he's not
Straight up
actually a cat. He's dressed as a cat. I
Yeah,
think
he's got
unlike
a
the
little
other
cat
cosmetics.
face on him, which makes me feel really bad.
Did he
Like a
skin
little
this
cat
from an
mask.
actual? I feel like
I
he
think
skinned
he
it from an
did.
actual cat.
Yeah, it's like he's wearing a cat coat, and then like his top is like this big fluffy collar made up of cat's tails. It looks
Oh.
like.
It is.
So it's like it's the cat version of Cruella de Vil, except
Mhm.
There you
cats
go.
instead of Dalmatians. Is basically how it described like the coat. And it's not good. And he has like a little milk jug attached to his belt, which milk is not even good for cats. So behavior, you
Right?
didn't do research.
In the back part,
Right? Cats can't even drink milk. It's bad for their tummies.
Yeah.
yeah, this back part, the color, it reminds me of the Cheshire Cat from Alice. I don't know if
Oh,
anyone
it's
else
the
got that
the
feel.
Angelical cats.
I can kind of see it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But if this is like a fur coat, then how is the tail moving? I'm just gonna say that is very.
Oh,
Wait.
that's a good point.
Is it moving on its own?
Yeah, it's like it feels like it's swishing back and forth.
Yeah, I have questions.
Hmm.
So
Maybe he built it out of an animatronic.
He also just looks huge, and that's something like we were flipping back and forth between his other cosmetics. He just looks so big
let's
in
see.
this costume.
Let's look
as
at
Maybe it's
clown
all the
one.
extra fur.
And I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it's like the fur coat.
He has
just
more
looks huge.
shoulders, basically.
Yeah. He's like buff, like football player padded up there. What the
Oh.
heck is that cosmetic?
Are those all cat?
We're
Are
gonna get
those all cat
sidetracked.
tails?
Yeah.
We're gonna get sidetracked and
Yeah,
rate
like,
all
it
the
looks
clown
like
cosmetics.
the whole top of his thing, it looks like cat tails to me.
Oh, this one's mean.
It is.
Okay, let's see. Let's actually go to. Let's go to Blight. Let's do Blight because and Blight's is actually
It's okay.
This isn't
it's
horrible.
a ultra rare. So this one actually has custom sounds with it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
Like he
right.
meows. This I think it's the only one that has.
I don't know why
new
that's funny
audio.
to me.
So there are some videos on YouTube if you want to check out like the sounds and stuff. Because I'm not buying the show, y'all.
Right?
But so he's like got the blighted pus and stuff. Like no tail.
The short little nub.
But
He's
it would
the
be
wandering
funnier
cat.
if it was like a person saying meow, like meow.
Yes, that'd be creepier. Like the blight, like I like everything like waist up, but then he has these scrawny little chicken legs, which
Yeah,
don't
they
make
didn't
sense to me. Like,
like his little butt quiver.
yeah, like he's really buff at the top. He's got like pustules and stuff coming out of him, a couple extra faces like on his arm and shoulders.
Yeah,
His jaw is completely detached. Like
they
the
like
face,
skimped on his
yeah,
outfit.
looks scary, but then it's like he's wearing a tank and shorts with shoes too.
He's like,
Like,
I have my waistcoat, okay, and that's all.
well, it's not. It's just a little blue like button down.
It's
Like,
supposed to be like a vest, I think. I think he has a shirt on. It
it's
looks.
very 2000s Amber Combi. That's all I'm saying.
Mm. They were like, you guys asked for a shirtless blight, and this is as far as we're gonna go.
It's not even shirtless. Like, I wish like everything was a little more buff. Like the buffness that was on Clown, I feel like should have been on this one with just how big like that hump is on his back and stuff and like the pustules.
Look, if you need a blight cosmetic, just buy this one, okay? Get Birkin and be done.
Yeah, Perk and Blight Cosmetics best.
Okay, it is.
The
It's
eye.
kind of like he went to buy the outfit, and he could only afford the top half.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to
What?
throw that in there.
You're good. Let's go to Wraith. Again, another like almost Cats musical.
This is-
It is Cats the musical.
yeah, this one is all cats. Like, I mean, more so than the clown, because he's an actual cat.
He's very
I
fluffy.
have never understood why the bottom half of his body is so small.
He
I think
also
he's
has the
leg
skinny
day.
legs like Blight.
Yeah, I think that's just naturally how the person was built in their life for Wraith.
Okay.
But I mean, he has that. I mean, he does have a gorgeous mane of hair. His face kind of looks like a lion. He looks like a black lion.
He does look
Essentially.
more lion, yeah.
Yeah, he kind of looks lionish, and he's got all these like mice or rats hanging off like his belt. But his feet are cool. His feet look very like werewolf to me.
Yeah.
But I don't see like scary. I see like, oh, I'd want to pet you.
I do like the weapon has like the two like saber tooth kind of blades.
Yeah, the weapon's cool.
Oh, that is cool.
That's cool, but the rats like I'm trying to like
It's
see
like-
if
No,
they
and they
jiggle.
I wanna-
wiggle. Jiggle
I
'cause
want to
they-
give this poor homeless cat a
a home, right? Like, come home with me, Spot.
Hey, clearly the
Blackie?
entity really likes Cats the musical. All right, like this is what I'm getting out of this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we have two left. We have Plague and Trickster. Which one do y'all want to do next? I debate.
Let's do Trickster.
Because I have thoughts on. I think we have thoughts on all of them. But
I know.
They did our beloved Adira so bad. So bad.
oh my god, where's Trickster? Oh, there he is. Okay, there you are. Oh my god. Okay, this one.
Oh Lord.
He is a furry. That's all it is.
Yes. I was gonna save that comment, but I was like,
nothing,
this was
nothing wrong with certain lifestyle choices,
Yes.
but it also gives
It's called
2000s
yarn.
emo. Like,
Got off yarn right here.
what's up with his emo hair though?
it's Justin Bieber hair for sure. Like,
Okay,
I can
yeah.
envision the hair, like when they would get the hair out of their way, but it would be like moving their head and they would do that hair flip to like, that's Trickster.
Yeah, this one confuses me. I don't know.
It's also not scary. And the weapon is just like, it's nothing.
Let's see.
Really.
Yeah, they could have done a
bat.
way cooler.
It's just a
cat
bat
thing.
with like a color gradient on it. Nothing really cat related.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess at the top it's supposed to have like two little cat ears.
I was gonna say, are those cat ears? Okay.
Yeah.
But if you have to ask,
Eh.
are those cat ears, then it's not good enough. If it's
Yeah.
not noticeable
Yeah,
enough,
exactly.
then.
Because at first I thought they were like claws or teeth or something. So yeah, it's not really.
And then he
ambiguous.
has
Very,
like the
like,
pus. Like what is?
Emo teen werewolf.
Yeah.
Oh, teen.
I don't know. This one is kind of it's just weird. It makes me laugh.
Most of these are weird. I think that's
Mhm.
like
I just feel like if a killer was chasing me, I couldn't take him seriously.
Yeah, this is because there's a line of like scary and goofy when you get to like kind of
Mm-hmm.
making creatures, whether it's for
Hmm.
games or movies, any of those, like it's got to be scary but not goofy. And
I
I
mean,
don't know if it's because it's
his,
so unrealistic.
his
It falls more into
fingers are
goofy.
scary. Like, if
Yeah.
you look at his fingers, those fingers are freaky. They're very
Oh,
elongated.
they
Hmm.
are.
The
Yeah.
claws, his feet, again, very elongated claws. Like, the fingers freak me out. Like, his one, what is it? That would be his left arm. His left arm,
Mhm.
terrifying. Everything else,
You're like
like,
A plus on the hand on the
uh-huh.
left, but yeah, I don't get.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I would not want to see that hand coming towards me.
Nope. And let's talk
Oh
about the
my
one we are
God.
most confused about.
I Okay, so as you guys know that we love the plague. Our beloved Adiris, we did a whole lore thing on her. We think she's amazing. She was done so dirty
Yes.
for the
Yeah.
cat cosmetic. I guess it's supposed to be like a hairless cat.
It says say hairless cat.
Yeah. And then
When a
okay,
furless cat. Oh my god.
for my
The
80s babies, if you've ever watched Trimmers,
uh,
Oh, I love Tremors.
yes,
I grew
okay,
up with
if you think of
Tremors.
like the head part, so she's all this whole beige color. Um, and then her face has like a goldish hue to it, and then on her head, like coming out of it, like we don't know if it's supposed to be claws, but it reminds me of the mouth from the creature,
The
and like
graboids.
the graboid is kind of what it reminds me of. Um, but there's like no real color. Like most of her outfits are very beautiful, and she's got all this color to it, and it looks like she's wearing a rug, and it's just it's horrible.
The
is
other
it the skin that she's
Hmm.
wearing? Okay, because like I noticed her leg poking through,
Oh
but then,
yeah. Well,
but
I
then the
don't
rest of
know.
her looks like
Yeah,
she is the cat.
Yeah,
yeah. So
because
it's
she has
hard
a
to tell
tail.
what's cat and what's outfit because it's
Oh
all the
gosh,
same
I'm
color.
so confused. Because yeah, she has the
Hmm.
skirt and then she has like a skin skirt, like
I
Christine
don't
was talking,
understand
and
the hat.
her foot's clipping through. The head
Hmm.
also makes me think of Alien, like a face hugger. Like she's just
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah.
You just put your hands behind your head like little claws. That's what it looks like.
I know. Like this doesn't make any.
It doesn't make
I
any
don't.
sense
I
for a
guess they
cat.
were
Like,
trying to make her because all her cosmetics she has like a head piece, right? I
yes.
think that's what they were trying to do is give her a head piece because like all her other cosmetics have like a headpiece on the top. She has like a crown,
I mean, they
Yeah.
you
could have done
know.
like they could have done a sphinx. They could
Yeah,
have done they've like a
Oh,
whole
that would
like
have been
sphinx
cool.
headpiece. All of her things are like they have some kind of color to it, some swaying movement to it. Because I mean, she was a beautiful priestess. There's nothing about that cosmetic that says
And
I
look
was
what
once a
they
beautiful
did to
priestess.
her.
well that
It,
and if you didn't know the collection it was in, right? You
hmm
just like pulled it up. You would not think cat.
it doesn't.
Like I
Yeah.
don't know what I would think, but it would
What
not
is
be
her
I
cat.
almost
incense? Oh,
gravitate.
okay.
I almost gravitate to like rats
Yeah, because it's
because of the
hairless.
yeah hairless, and she's got this grouping of tails which have no kind of physics to it. They just
No,
like this
they hold on to her
all these
dress.
yeah they hold on to her dress. They go out her little booty around her hip.
Hairless cats are beautiful. Okay, this is not
They
what a
are.
hairless
There are a
cat
lot
looks
of
I
like.
there are a
know,
lot of
and she's got like the bones sticking out of the back.
yeah.
Like this reads more like undead to me than
Hmm.
like any sort of
Her,
animal.
her little
I
incense
wouldn't yeah.
burner's cute,
Well, it has little cat heads, but again, like
but
compared
that's
to a
it.
lot of her other incense burners, it's not as detailed. Like I just don't know if they got to her and they're like, we're tired. We need to take a
They're like,
break.
oh my god.
Yeah. Okay, that's all for the cursed cats.
Hmm.
Good job on Hillbilly for the few people that play Hillbilly. Enjoy your cosmetic.
Yeah.
Everyone else, I have not seen anyone running these cosmetics,
Yeah, neither have
so
I.
I don't. Yeah, if you do see them in match, you can laugh at them, I guess.
Yeah, they're not scary at all.
Yeah. Okay, so next thing we're going to talk about, we're going to move on to Queen Angie. She's going to talk about Halloween
Woo,
events.
woo. Yeah, the
Woo!
Halloween event. Okay, so right now, guys, we got our Halloween event going on. It started on October 18th and it's going through November 6th. So a lot of good items are back. So if you have any of those arcane dowsing rods, blood point offerings, you can use those. They're going to show back up in the blood web as well as the Will-O-Wisp flashlight, the All Hallows lunchbox medkit, and the Blight serum. So let's kind of talk about what's going on. So this year's a little different in that DBD brought the Void into the game. So I'm going to go ahead and read the news. And it says this year marks the
Avoid.
arrival of the Void Realm, a terrifying realm created by the entity as a wasteland for its discarded playthings. For the first time, the Void Realm is explorable, and its presence will have an immediate impact on trials for both killer and survivor. So, how does it all come together on the gameplay side? So, let you know. So you have to collect void energy. And for a survivor, you can do that by repairing the Halloween generators, stunning a killer carrying void energy, or destroying a pumpkin. And for killers, you can collect by hooking survivors on the Halloween hooks, downing a survivor carrying void energy, or destroying a pumpkin as well. And you can also collect void orbs, which float around the player when approached. So there's all these little void orbs on the map that you'll be able to see. And after sufficient void energy has been collected, you can seek one of 4 unstable rifts. They kind of look like little stars on the map. And you can deposit your void you collected in there, and it will activate the rift. And once enough collective void energy has been deposited across all the unstable rifts, all rifts will become porters to the void realm, which you can enter. And they kind of look like spinning blue tornadoes. And you'll see icons if you're coming close to one, you'll see like a gold twirly icon is the best I can kind of describe it to let you know that
Like a
it's open.
swirl.
Yeah, it's like a swirl. So when you enter the void, it's actually really pretty. So it has
Mhm.
this bluish hue. It kind of looks like ruins. It's tiny. There are some hooks in there. But when you enter the realm for killers, they will be undetectable while they're in the void realm, but they won't be able to use their powers. And survivors will be exhausted and broken, and if already injured or injured in the void realm. There's no generators, pallets, lockers, chests, totems, nothing like that. There are some vaults, and there are also hooks. So you can be downed in the void realm, and then if you're hooked, then you go back to the regular realm. Inside the void realm, there are ghostly figures called haunts, and these are the spirits of those drained and discarded by the entity. And if you provide them with 12 void energy to capture them and release them from the void, and they'll kind of go to the map. Now the void will close about 2 minutes after spawning, or once all available haunts within the void have been released. So let's talk about the haunts. So once released, the haunts aura is revealed, like you'll see them on the map, and then they can impact players in different ways. So for survivors who complete their release, they'll immediately gain a boost for a brief duration, consisting of haste, endurance, and 20% faster action speed. And if they're holding an item, it will also be refilled to 50%. And then for killers who completed their release, they will gain a boost of haste and undetectable and a 20% faster action and cooldown speed. And then if you approach a haunt, if it's a friendly haunt, like a survivor releases a haunt and another survivor finds it, then you will get a haste speed boost. Now, if a killer approaches a haunt released by a survivor, they will be hindered and kind of vice versa. So if the killer approaches one they release, they will have a brief haste. And if they come across a survivor one, they hindered vice versa. So we've been trying to like release them and then run the killer around them, hoping they can get hindered. And the same killers have been releasing them, hoping if they chase you towards them, you get hindered. And then around the map, there are the pumpkins. They look really cool this year, like little haunted faces, like
Yeah, they're creepy.
phantasms. They look really cool. And then if you kick it, you'll get one of 3 outcomes, which would be a haste, a hindered, or nothing at all. so you kind of don't know. It's fun to take the risk if you're being chased and hope you get a speed boost and you can get away.
Yeah.
Or the killer might do it to try to get a speed boost and get you, so it's kind of fun. So when you're playing the game, there is an event tome and there's also Halloween rewards. So this year, as you're doing the event tome and you're kind of going through the rift, you can earn dark trinkets by completing challenges in the trial, and then you can use those to purchase cosmetics for both killer and survivor. So some of the things that you can purchase are Nia, Kate, Yui, Michaela, Hattie, and Vittorio all have their kind of Halloween shirt, and they all look really cool. Special Daddy Vittorio, we love his shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the killers, you can unlock some weapons. So the Wraith, Huntress, Legion, Deathslinger, Dredge, and Skull Merchant all have weapons you can unlock. And then in addition to that, as you're going through the tome, you are going to be completing outfits for Meg and the Knight as well. And I will admit, I think the Knight's cosmetic is pretty cool. He looks like a jack-o'-lantern, but it's
Mm-hmm.
scary. And there's also some cute little charms you can get if you like charms. And then as you progress through, you'll start unlocking more stuff. So overall, I mean, I think that the cosmetics are kind of nice. I don't know what you guys think about the cosmetics in the tome.
I love.
uh,
Oh, go
oh,
ahead.
sorry. Go ahead.
Ah. I love all the Halloween shirts, and so I think they did a great job putting those in. And I'm also glad that we get a currency, so we can just buy what we
What we
want
want.
instead of in the
Yeah.
past how it usually works is on the tome. You follow the paths, and you have to follow certain paths to get the certain items. But this way, I mean, you still do that for the Meg outfit and the Knight outfit, but that's it. So, like all the
Mm-hmm.
sweaters, the charms, the weapons, you can pick and choose what you want. Because if you don't
Mm-hmm.
play Killer, kind of like Queen and Morbid, like you're not going to really care about the Killer weapons, right? So, I think this is a good way to do a tome like this. And I hope they continue this in the future to
Mm-hmm.
do a currency to buy what you want.
I agree. Morbid.
Yeah, I agree. I was gonna mention that as well, the currency, because last year it was just all random drops, and
Oh, that's right. And you can keep
Mm-hmm.
track. That was
yeah,
really
and it was
great.
hard to keep track. So you kind of had to like make your own list of like, okay, I've gotten this one. This is the one I really want, and then you have to just like grind it out. So I really liked that this one you can purchase what you want, and I really like all the designs too. I love the like skeletons with the I think most of them have like flowers and stuff on them and
Mm-hmm.
things related to the specific survivor and stuff. So that's
Mm-hmm.
really cool. I just think they're really pretty, and that I can buy things from last year because I missed out on a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm. The Halloween shirts are always fire, and they glow in the dark too. So if you're
Mm-hmm.
on a darker
Yeah.
map, you just light up, and it looks really cool. And I would say, even though I don't play Killer a lot, I do think I'm gonna at least get the Deathslinger's gun.
That is
It's
fun.
called Chocolate Spike, and it looks like a cookie with chocolate frosting and like M&M candies on it.
That's amazing.
It looks really cool. So all the killer weapons have some type of candy theme to them for Halloween.
Yeah, I think they're
Um,
kind of cool. I was
but
like,
that one looks really cool. So, oh, let's just do a little bit of lore because of having the Void in DBD. They released some lore, and that's actually going to line up with the next lore episode we're going to be doing. There is going to be talks of the
oh.
Void, so I thought we could go over the lore that they actually gave. So let me get
Clear that throat.
Let me get let me
yeah,
get
clear that
ready.
out. Take a drink. So it says, as the entity feeds on the emotions of both survivor and killer alike, trapping its victims within an endless cycle of trials is basically a never ending feast. From there, it's free to dine on every drop of its victims' emotions, from their fleeting moments of hope to their insatiable urges to kill. But what happens when there's nothing left? Though survivors and killers are trapped within the trials for what equates to all eternity, their emotions are finite. When a survivor loses all hope or a killer loses their drive to hunt, they cease to be of use to the entity, and that's where the Void Realm comes in. Basically, the Void Realm serves as a junkyard of sorts, filled with those that have been entirely drained of emotion. It's a desolate realm of emptiness and decay, occupied by memories of the discarded, known as haunts. Little is known about these haunts and their intentions, but players will have the opportunity to get closer to them than they've ever been in Haunted by Daylight. So when you find them, they
Ooh.
look really interesting. It's just like this massive, like kind of like a top black skeletal thing, and like in its chest is like this glowing blue kind of orb, and it's got glowing eyes. Like they look like they've been through it. And it says, as revealed by Dead by Daylight's creative director, David Richard, the idea for the Void Realm stemmed from an eerie thought. We wanted to create a place that evokes the concept of a fate worse than an endless cycle of death and suffering, explains Richard. Wouldn't it be horrifying if the only way, only, so sorry, excuse me, wouldn't it be horrifying if only, I think there's something English going on here because my mind's not comprehending the sentence. Wouldn't
Okay.
it be horrifying if the only way to really, okay, they missed a word. They missed a word.
Behavior.
Behavior. You're
Hopefully he didn't
throwing
say
me
it like
off.
that. It just didn't
Yes.
transcribe it correctly.
Wouldn't it be horrifying? The only way to really escape the trials was to be completely drained of all emotions, only to end up in another nightmare. And it says the world of Dead by Daylight is wide, and the entity's presence extends far beyond the realms you have come to know. Uncover the chilling mysteries of the Void Realm in Haunted by Daylight in-game event. But I
Oh.
will let you know, to give you a little teaser for our next lore, that there has been one person who has escaped the void. And I'll leave it
Mm.
at that. Dun dun
Dun
dun.
dun dun
hmm
dun.
So that is the event going on right now. How are you guys
Cool.
enjoying it?
I've been really liking it. I like kicking the little pumpkins just for fun. And it's been hit or miss. I really haven't gotten a lot of hindered or the extra boost. It's mostly just nothing. I have noticed that when you go to like put the whatchamacallit, the like the void stuff in the little, I don't know, what do they call it?
The Unstable Rift?
Yeah, I
The
guess
rift.
like when you go like put it in there, like my every killer I've had has respected me putting them in there. And I don't know if it was just luck or what, but I'm like, thank you. And then they would chase me, but it was just very sweet.
I have a
um,
thought process about why.
but I'm also enjoying it. I like the going into like the void area thing. It was kind of cool. I was like running around, minding my own business, not knowing that the killer can still see you. So that was fun the first time I played it. It's I'm trying to think of like last year's event. I don't think it was as fun to me, but maybe it's just because there wasn't really much to do. You pretty much kicked pumpkins,
Mhm.
and I think that was mostly it.
Yeah, we didn't have the
Yeah,
void. You did have the pumpkins. We did have the generator, and we did have the collecting. They obviously wouldn't have called. I don't know if they called it void energy last year. You
I
did
don't
have the
think
collecting of
so,
energy and putting it into the rift
but it wasn't the
to.
same as like this void
There was
essence that
no.
they have. Yeah,
Yeah, there was no void.
but yeah, it's been fun. I feel like I have more objectives to do during the game, not just gens and all that kind of stuff. So it's been interesting. The only thing is the haunts are like the one thing I haven't figured out. I don't know if I just don't know what I'm doing. But I know we were trying to get it for Mockingbird's Rift, and
Oh,
we just could not get it to activate
Oh,
we
not
got it
yet.
correctly.
earlier.
Oh, okay,
I
good. I
died.
know.
I died, but
Oh, but it worked.
And I got it
he was
too.
carrying me. Yeah, we both got
Okay.
it out
We
of the
both
Oh,
got
one
it.
nice.
haunt. Yeah, it was,
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
And I
Okay,
didn't
cool.
release that haunt either, so I don't know if that's a glitch, but I'm fine. Behavior,
Okay.
don't fix that one. That one's good.
Yeah, that's fine. I remembered when we played, it was like we could not get it to do anything, and I'm like, what are we supposed to be doing?
Well, yeah, because you have to have the killer go up and interact with it, and for the most part, the
Okay.
killer's gonna know if they released a haunt or not. So,
All right, cool.
Mocking had to
Interesting.
like run right at it, and that was the direction he happened to be going. I think when he was carrying you.
yeah. I
So
was going to death hook.
yeah,
Yes,
so
but
that
we
looks like
got
the killer
it.
didn't really care,
But
but
you
we
got
got
it.
it.
So
Yeah.
good. Yay. Okay. So yeah, so far I've enjoyed this one. I wasn't sure what they would do, so it's been a fun event. How about you guys?
I think it's fun. The one thing I'm kind of confused on because when I was first reading about the event, they made it sound like the haunts would like jump scare or something. I thought there was
Yes.
something about a jump scare, and like they
I
don't
forgot about
do
that.
that at all. I don't know they mentioned the live stream, but I don't know. I feel a little disappointed in the haunts. I don't know if it's just me. But otherwise, I like the rift. I like the void realm. Let me see the void realm.
Mm-hmm.
I will say I did play killer, and I think there's only like one hook. I had to like find the one hook
Mm-hmm.
in the void realm to hook the survivor. I ended up wiggling off because I couldn't find it. Because when you're in the void realm, it's not highlighted. Just FYI.
Good to
Also,
know.
also in the void realm, the characters look different. So when you're in there, take a look. Like you're kind of like sparkly. Like
Mm-hmm.
you have like the void. I don't know how to call it. Like
It's like
shimmer
constellations.
or look on you.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's kind of like you have like this webbing of like
Mm-hmm.
it reminds me of like constellations on you.
Yeah. So like I think that's cool that all the
Mm-hmm.
characters, the killers and survivors, have that kind of look on them when they're in the void realm. Just some details that I'm glad they put into the events. I do like the
Yeah.
pumpkins also that they turn and look at you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, yeah.
If you haven't noticed that, they'll follow you. I don't remember last year's doing that, but
Mm-mm.
that was a year ago. So, but I think that's cool. I do like the whole void aesthetic that they've got going on this year. That it's not just the
Yeah.
same as last year and they're trying to mix it up. So overall I'm happy. I'm just the haunts has kind of been like acted. There's a challenge where you have to have the opposing side. So like in our case, the killer interact with one of your haunts, a friendly haunt. And it's been difficult, but finally did it. But I
Yeah.
don't think I've ran into any haunts. So it's kind of like I don't know. I don't know if I just don't understand or if I just see the haunts and avoid them. So,
Well, you can also tell like when you're running around the map, you can tell where the haunts are going to be released
mm-hmm.
because there is like a little haunt void for it. It's like a
There's a little
shimmery blue
yeah,
thing,
shimmer.
Yeah.
and you can see them and you can run through them. It's just fine when they're not there. I only got jump scared once is because I was on a gin and the haunt like it could I don't know if it's just like random, but I was by a place where like right next to me was where a haunt could go and the killer did it and it actually did show up there and scream at me.
Ah, okay.
And I did get
Interesting.
hindered, but I just happened to be in that spot. There doesn't seem to be like a rhyme or reason of where they go on the map when you release them. It's not like they go to where like the people are or anything like that. They're just spread out.
I wish they would like
So
chase you or
I
something.
know, like I
That would
thought
be
that
cool.
it'd be something like that. On my body block for me? Come on, like do something.
Hmm. Right? Like, burn your keep, like, keep the killer away.
I released
Mhm.
you. Help me out.
Mhm.
Yeah, I kind of wish the haunts did a little bit more. Maybe that'll be something they can work on for like next year.
Yeah.
Baby
Yeah, that
steps.
With
is.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, that is something now that I think about it was the jump scare. And I guess maybe it just doesn't happen often enough or something. But I was like, I don't remember ever seeing any of that.
Yeah. When
And
they
I would
do
know. I get scared easily.
Yeah, when they do materialize, they do make a sound that you can hear. So it only got me because it actually happened like right next to me and I did jump a little bit. So, I mean, that was a good haunt release, but for the most part, you can see them. And I'm like, oh, we play together. So I'm like, did anyone release a haunt? And people say no. Then I'm like, okay, I'm not going over there then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then the killer knows if they release one or not.
true.
So for the most part, I don't think there has been a lot of like interaction with them unless you try to guide someone you're chasing or guide if you're being chased to where the haunt could help you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would say another thing about this event that came up, let's talk about the event T with some streamers saying that they felt this whole event was very survivor sided. Now, I think everyone in the world agrees that the last event, the barbecue event, was very killer sided, mostly because of the blood point offering and how that went down. I don't know. You guys can tell me your thoughts. I don't think this is survivor sided at all. And the explanation people are saying is like, well, if you're survivor, if you go in there and you release a haunt, then when you come out, you have that endurance effect. So technically, you could take a hit. But for the most part, like I've never used it. I have gone into the void to try to escape a chase because when you
Mm-hmm.
go into a void and then you go out of the void, you end up somewhere different on the map. So you come out of another like void portal, so to speak, and you can lose the killer.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
But
what I
for
did
the
earlier.
yeah, but for the most part, like people are going in the void when they know the killer's not in there because it's a small space. They're undetectable and they're just trying to release a haunt and get out. I have made no use of the endurance. However, when killers go in there and do it and they get that undetectable, like we've been chased down or have had people come up on us
Yeah.
many a time. So I'm not sure. Like I understand that killer's time is precious and then going into the void to release and come back out takes your time, but you can say the same thing for a survivor as well, going in there because you have to collect the energy. You have to go in there, you have to release it, and there's no guarantee you're going to be chased and get any use out of that endurance status effect.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm not sure. I think it's somewhat balanced. I don't know. What are your thoughts, Mocking?
I did not finish watching the video before we uh
I gave her the video. It
Scott
was
Jun
Scott
did a
Jun.
video.
Yes, and we
Which is where this is
very
kind
much
of
enjoy his videos, but that's the one that I saw that was like, well, let me think about that.
like I would like to know who is using the Rift for endurance or the Void Realm for
Yeah.
endurance because I have not. I used it earlier to escape a tier 3 Michael and
Hmm.
chase. Like I went through one portal and ran across the Void Realm and got out of another one to, and I didn't even think about the endurance. I didn't even think about it. I was just trying to like loop him basically, right?
Hmm.
Lose chase.
Yeah.
And I think in our matches, I've seen killers get more use out of the Void Realm,
Hmm.
going in and out and having no terror radius. I think that has been more useful as far as going in and out of the Void Realm. Now, Scott's point, I think, was also about the time it takes to release the haunt, and it's the same
Hmm.
on both sides. And it's like, well, it should be. I think his argument was going to be like it should be shorter for killer. I didn't watch the video, but that's where if it's about time.
That's where he was going. Yeah.
But I'm like, it's 15 seconds. I don't know. I think it also depends on how serious you take this game. Let's just be
Hmm.
honest. Like, if
True.
you're a serious killer player, you're probably just, you don't have to do anything with the void. You don't have to do anything with the events. You don't have to transfer void energy. Like, it's not like you have to do anything unless you're just doing the Halloween Rift. Does that make sense? Like,
Hmm. You
you're
just play a
not,
regular
you
game.
could just play regular. Unless, if you want to do the Rift, do the Rift. Like, it's kind of like doing the regular Rift, right? That we have
Hmm.
going on. Like, you can participate or not. If you care more about winning the match, then don't use the void.
Mhm.
And I don't know. I guess I have not seen like any gameplay of like survivors using the void with the endurance and like it being OP. I've not seen that video compilation yet by anyone. Like,
Okay, I'm gonna look out for JRM and
I
Aaron then.
know they would be, but then like, and then when people are doing that, you gotta think like they play this game a lot. I
Yeah.
guess when I think about it, I'm like, well, the average player is the does the average player care about the endurance effect? I kind of think no. And it
Probably not.
doesn't last that
I
long
think,
either.
yeah, I think I only pulled it off once by accident because I was injured. I went in the void to not get hit,
Mm-hmm.
and I came out. And I did release a haunt, but I came out in the same spot where everyone was chasing, and I think I took a hit for somebody endurance wise, but
But
I
that
ended
was
up
an
getting down.
accident. That
But
wasn't
it was an
like
accident. Like
it
I
wasn't.
didn't plan that. I was just like, I don't want to get down. Let me go into the void. And when I came back out, the killer was still chasing everyone around.
I
It's
feel
something you
like
have
that
to like
might
actively
have
plan.
been me.
Yeah,
'Cause
we were all playing. It was like I remember mocking going, "Oh, good job," and I was like, "I don't know what I did."
Oh, then
But
yesterday I had when I was playing killer, I had players, survivors trying to fake going it, like using the void to hide, like the tube, like not going in the void,
yeah,
like this tornado, I guess we'll call
yeah.
it, and like trying to act like they're going in and they don't. And I'm like, once you do that once, I'm not gonna fall for it again. Okay, y'all. Like,
It is
So
a
that's
solid object, so you could
yeah,
crouch behind it.
you can, but I think she was trying to make it like look like she was going in, and then like have me chase after her, and then she wasn't actually going in. But once you do that once, I kind of know, like,
Right?
I'm gonna wait because there is like a loading time to go in. It's not like you go in the void instantly either.
Yeah, you
Like
have
there
to press the
is
button to get in.
like a few seconds
Second.
of and a bar loads, and then you're in. The same with going out. So I mean, that's how you can get down in the void, is trying to leave and the killer's there and they hit you before you can get out.
Or when you're trying to get
So,
out, your rando blocks you.
oh, that happened today. Yeah. I was like, done with this
Yeah.
match.
Yeah. Man, I thought I was being smart, and the rando was coming out of the void I was trying to go into, and then crouched and blocked me. We were both injured.
How
I'm
rude.
assuming they thought I'd rather have. They probably like I'd rather have her go down instead of me. I get it. It was rude though.
But still.
Yeah, we're on the same team.
Think of the children.
I know. But yeah, that's the Halloween event with this whole void theme. We did have the release of some really cool void cosmetics.
Oh.
For David, my girl Hattie, and Eugen. And they're really cool. They're basically, I don't know, they look really frosty to me. That's the only way I can say it. So all of them are wearing like their normal outfit, like their base game outfit, but it has like blue highlights. It's got like they're even animated like these blue lines moving through them. They all have like frosty eyes. Their hair is kind of like frosty and puffy. They have kind of like what looks like, I know what Hattie looks like ice spikes coming out.
It's like a glowing
So
handprint going off, like
yeah,
their handprints, like being
there's this like
grabbed.
glow like swirl that goes up. The hair moves kind of like it's floating. It looks really cool. I liked all three. I had to get all three. But I thought they were really cool cosmetics. I don't know, what are your thoughts, Morbid?
Yeah, I like them a lot. I really like the muted kind of grayish blue color, and they kind of remind me a little bit of World of Warcraft, if anyone listening has ever played. It's just like with the glowing eyes and the hair that kind of moves and stuff. It just gives me like vibes from that, and I think they're cool. I really liked them. When they came out, I was like, okay, I would buy these. So yeah, I think they did a great job. Better than the cat ones.
Oh my god. We're just gonna erase those from memory.
I think almost any other cosmetic they've made is better than the cat ones.
Yeah,
Like,
every cosmetic is better than the cat ones.
I don't know what's going on with the cats, but Ooh.
Yeah. Somebody made a rash decision in the marketing department.
I want to know who signed off on the cat cosmetics. Sorry, we're back to the cat cosmetics.
Yes.
Like who like proofed them and like
who looked at them though? Like, and I feel bad because we're obviously like someone worked on them. It took time and effort. I get it to make cosmetics. I just want to know like the design team behind them. That was just like, oh my god, yes, this is amazing. Not only that, like this also goes back to like, when did we ask for cat cosmetics? Like, when did we say, you know what,
true.
like I really love the musical cats. I want to have my moment when I play DBD and run around like a cat. Like no one asked for that.
I don't know if it's supposed to be the counterpart to the cats and dogs collection for Survivor, where they have the shirts and stuff that have the the animals on it. If that's like what they were trying to do, that's just my guess.
Then I would think you would do a combo of cats and dogs then, because you could have done something really cool with a dog, like.
Oh,
well, that was basically what Hillbilly was. Like we said, it looks like a werewolf, so that would be more canine.
He looks cool.
Like dog. And then like, okay, so we love these void cosmetics. Like I agree, these are awesome. I love the eyes on all of them. Like just the glowy eyes, A+. So we get these awesome cosmetics, and then there's the cat cosmetics. Like I don't know if they're two different teams. Like what's going on? But anyway, yes, the void cosmetics are awesome. I want them all, but they cost money. So these are org only. So I haven't decided if I'm going to buy them
Starbucks
or
for the month. I'll buy them.
Yeah, I was thinking
do I buy them or which one do I want? And hopefully next, if the feedback's really good on these. They'll make more next year, is what I foresee.
Yeah.
Like they'll do more
Oh, that's
characters. So
good.
we'll only have 3. So I'm hoping next year they'll come out with more.
We did have some trick or treat outfits.
Which one are you gonna do first?
Let's do Jake.
Jake, the one that we don't like the most.
Yes.
I mean, it's okay. It's
Okay.
not like it's
They
better
need-
than the cat.
He's
They need
supposed
to make
be
a Jake from State Farm cosmetic.
That would be 10 out of 10. I would love
I
that.
mean, come on, you can do like a collab or something, right? Like
Or
you
that, or
can-
just do a rip off. Like it's a different insurance company. Like they
Yes.
they can make
Yeah.
their own. They have their own lore. Like have their own like
Kind of like
made up.
Dwight has that pizza delivery one.
There
Yeah,
you
like
go.
make up a company and
Mhm.
give him like the polo. And, like,
Yes. It doesn't
But-
have to be red. Okay, sorry, I divulged or I
it's
diverged
okay.
from
We're
the.
just this is what we want. But this is the werewolf
So he's
costume
got like a werewolf mask.
on
He's
top of his
wearing-
head.
Yeah, it's just
He's got gloves with no claws. I don't think.
yeah. They just look like black gloves. There's
What
like
are
Wait,
those?
what does it
fur
say?
ruffles.
He bought this costume last minute.
You could tell, Jake. You could tell that it was last minute. I mean, the cutest thing about his outfit is his backpack, and that's saying something.
They love the backpacks.
The backpack.
This is
yeah, it's cute.
definitely someone who ran into Spirit Halloween on the night of Halloween
Yes, and this is all
to
that
buy
was
an
left.
outfit. And yeah, this is all we got left.
There you go.
Um,
Okay,
and then we had Claudette.
let's do Claude. I do
I
think
just-
Claude's is cute.
I
She's
think hers
an
is so cute.
adorable little fairy, and it goes so well with her lore too. Like,
The
Hers is-
leaves.
yeah, with the leaves and stuff, she looks like a little garden fairy.
Yeah, I kind of want to buy that one.
A
It's
plus.
adorable. Yeah,
Yeah, it fits her. You're right,
It
with
does.
the botany theme.
with the botany. Yeah. So it looks like she's wearing like a little petal skirt. She's got these green wings, and
Mm-hmm.
her hair is really nice too. Very like natural hair, put up in like I don't know, is it like a bandana?
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of what the thing is actually called. And of course, you know, the person who has no cosmetics at all in the game, Fung Min,
And this one's
got an
locked.
outfit.
And it's
Yeah,
locked. I hate
It's
it.
a lock cosmetic. She's wearing like a pumpkin, like a jack-o'-lantern shirt.
With the hoodie, I guess.
With it's a whole like I guess like a hoodie dress.
Yeah.
With the tights are cute. They're green tights with like lime green bats on them.
Well, she
of
has
course.
She has one leg of tights. So.
Yeah.
Marvin,
I
this
don't
was your
count.
complaint.
Well, I
Yeah.
don't know why they do this. They
I
have
don't
this
either.
a lot of times. They do this with Michaela too. Like Michaela has this really cute outfit
And
that was
Yunjin.
like a sleep outfit. Yeah, where she was wearing like socks and one's like rolled down. I guess if you're being chased by a killer, you're not concerned if one of your socks rolled down or your tights got torn. I would just really like
I'd
someone
have
to
to
have
stop.
soul tights. Like
'Cause
I'd be like,
I-
give me 5 minutes or 5 minutes, 5 seconds. I need to pull my pants or my legs up because
My
they're
legs up.
bothering me.
Well,
Yeah,
and
I don't get the obsession with that. I don't
Yeah.
know what the reasoning is behind that.
Yeah, I love this shirt. I wish it wasn't locked because I would really just buy the shirt and pair it with some
Yeah,
different pants.
it's so cute.
Because I'm not really a fan of the headpiece and the green hair, but I
Yeah.
love the jack-o'-lantern shirt.
I know she's a gamer, but okay, so it's a Halloween themed streaming event.
mhm.
I don't know.
She has so many headphones. So many.
Yeah.
she has
Almost all of
headphones
her
here.
outfits have headphones. One
Well,
of them even
yes,
has like
no.
bunny headphones. So I get it. She's a gamer. But you know, we're all gamers and we take our headphones off.
Right? When we go out into the real world.
Yeah, I'm thinking if I'm being chased by a killer, the first thing coming off is my headphones so I can hear where they're coming from.
This is true. And they're on top of the hoodie.
Yeah, who does that? Watch, everybody's like, me.
Everyone. I feel like they'd slide off like the material, but that's just
Mhm.
me. I don't know. But yeah, love the shirt, everything else. And it's locked. It's locked.
Yeah.
Look how many of hers are locked. This one's locked.
Oh, wow.
Why
good
is
chunk
this
of 'em
one
are.
locked? This one could be broken up.
A lot of her dress ones.
I get why. maybe. I
I
don't
get why the
know.
cosplay stuff ones can be locked. Like I get those, but
This
she
one.
has so many
Yes, because
cosmetics.
I wanted to break this one up.
Yeah.
Look in the
And
asymmetrical thing, like
Yeah.
the one leg.
the one leg with the sock. So that snake outfit you have from Eugen to Queen is what I was thinking of. It's
Mhm.
the same thing, like yeah. I think that's
Yeah.
all the locked ones, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Those are all
how
the
many cosmetics does Fugman need? All of them, apparently.
She needs a
especially when
lot.
we have some who don't even have like if you go to their page, they have like 3 or 4. She just gets so many. Like
Does it
show what
tell
other
you?
people
Wait, let's
love.
see. She has 113.
Oh my
Claude has
goodness.
118. Meg has more, but Meg's been around a little bit
Wow.
longer.
Meg gets
Yeah,
all the
but
love.
look at them compared to
Yui has 71.
um what's his name?
Elodie, oh, they both have 59.
Michaela has
Elodie and
59.
Michaela. Or 59, sorry.
The one who has autodidact.
Oh,
Him.
Adam has
Adam
63.
has
Jeff
63.
has 65.
Yeah. You have so many that have a lot less. Like, why are we continuing to give? Even
Well,
Michaela. Michaela hasn't, Michaela still falls on like the end of coming out like a couple years ago, and she's up in 59. And then you have other people that have been here longer only having 63 or 65. Like, really?
Yeah, Kay has 91, and she has quite a
Mm
bit. But Jane only has 77.
hmm. Mm hmm.
Yui, how much did Yui have?
Yui had
Oh,
71.
71. Okay.
Mm hmm.
So yeah. At least they're giving
Where's,
Hattie some love finally.
I was say, where's
I
the
know.
love?
Hattie didn't
She
have anything for so
so
long.
for a very long time, and then they finally came
Very
out
long
with, well, I
time.
think they came out with like the diver one.
Yeah.
But then it took forever between like that and then this winter one,
The survivor
right?
one. I mean, the longest time, because she came out around last Halloween, um, and she had her cosmetic that you could get in the Rift, and that's what most
Mm-hmm.
people were running because it was just her base outfits, which were just like recolors,
Yeah, I
and and,
mean,
and they weren't amazing. And then everyone had like the Rift outfit, um, but it took forever for her to get cosmetics. And then when they did release them, a lot of them were just all one piece, like you couldn't
yeah,
they were all locked.
this one's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, her like ocean diver one, and then they released the one. I did buy like the pink one. Um,
Oh, the
I thought it was
frog shoes.
cute.
That's cute.
But yeah, she didn't have a lot. I love Hattie. Yeah, but there's so many other characters you can give cosmetics to that don't have like a Halloween cosmetic, you know?
Mm-hmm.
They really need to look into that. I don't know if they're just like catering to almost every lobby has a fung in it. I mean, I don't know if they're catering to that,
P100
but
fungs that turn into
yeah,
bots.
yeah.
Those were my killer
So
rounds the other day.
think about that behavior.
Facts.
We want more cosmetic love for everybody.
I
Mm-hmm.
agree.
I guess speaking of cosmetic loves, one of our wish list want items was Twitch drops. I'm gonna pass that on over to Morbid so she can talk about that.
Yeah, clearly they listen to our podcasts,
Yes.
and this was like only episode like 2 or 3. Yeah, so they announced that they were doing Twitch drops for Halloween events, and they started on October. Let's see, where was October 13th, and they're still going on as of this episode, hopefully going live soon. So they'll be going till November 6th. And there are 3 items. There's a charm that takes an hour of watch time, and then there's a hag candy weapon, which is like basically the hag's arm, and it's just covered in little candy pieces. And then my favorite, well, that one takes 2 hours of watch time. And then my favorite is the Elodie t-shirt, which is, or they say a t-shirt, but it's a sweater. And it's got a skeleton rib cage on it, and that takes 3 hours of watch time on Twitch. So I was super excited that they announced these because, like, that was the one thing I was like, they need to do Twitch drops, like,
Mm-hmm.
for sure. And they seemed pretty popular. There were a ton of people watching. I think I did mine on Toki's stream because she happened to be streaming at the time.
Mm-hmm.
They don't work on mobile, which I've been able to use or get Twitch drops on my phone before, but for some reason this one didn't work. I don't know if it was a thing they changed. I don't know. When I asked in the chat, everybody said that the mobile doesn't work. So yeah, that was the only downside, I guess. Because if sometimes it's easy if you're on mobile to just put it on and have it play in the background. So yeah, that was pretty cool. There were only 3 things: a charm, a killer item, and a survivor. But so far, I think it's a good start. What do you guys think, Queen?
I like that Elodie got her Halloween shirt.
Yeah.
I think minus Elodie's shirt, like I'm not really big into charms. I know some people really like them, but the
Oh
charm was
yeah,
like,
I
eh,
forgot to
for
say what it
me.
was. It
Yeah,
was just like
so
a little miniature hatch.
yeah, with like a play set, like a micro play set in it. And
Hmm.
then, I mean, the candy weapon's on point for the theme right now. But I was more for the shirt. I did get my drops on Spooky Loop's stream. I think for the most part, a lot of people thought it was a little lackluster.
Yeah.
But hopefully, again, just good things to come. You do have to just make sure you link your Twitch account to behavior in order to get the drops.
Yeah.
And also, I think Twitch is just doing updating stuff and weird because I typically do my Twitch drops on my computer. And I did notice normally when you're in someone's channel and you're doing the drop, you can like click on your little you click on your face and it'll pull up with like drops and rewards, and you within that little menu you can see that you're collecting the time, and it's
Oh,
not
that's
there anymore.
true.
I had to keep going to the actual like drops and rewards page
Yeah,
to
I
Mm.
had to
see
go
how
to like the
long it
drop
was. Yeah.
inventory, and
um
yeah, I don't know if that was this because they had to link it weird. I don't know, but yeah, I noticed that too.
Across the boards. I did test it out some other drops, and that's happening. I was getting some other drops. See if I was doing Sea of Thieves drops, and it was all happening where I could only see my progression on the actual drops and rewards page. Yeah, so it might be something weird going on. But hopefully they fix mobile because a lot of people do use that. But I thought it was a good start, and I'm hoping that they will have more creative drops, if that makes sense. I don't know. What do you think, Mocking?
Just to echo what you said, yeah, I think it's a step in the right direction. Like, yeah, I'm not into charms either, but I was all for the LED shirt. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm glad they're doing this because this just gives a plug for the content creators, right? To
Mm-hmm.
get the community to go check out different streamers and to give them support. That's what I also like about the Twitch drops is
Mm-hmm.
that you're supporting content creators by watching. And even if you're just watching for it to get the rewards, it still supports the channel. So I'm glad they're plugging their content creators. So
Mm-hmm.
hopefully there'll be more stuff to come. I know some people, like you said, were like, about the rewards, the charm, the weapon. I think everyone's probably there for the shirt, right?
Yeah, it's
So,
Yeah,
100% worth it for the shirt.
so because there's
we
not
were for
really
sure.
like a. I'm just now thinking of this. Like all the killer items for Halloween have been like the weapon. It's not like a full cosmetic, except for like in the Rift you have the night one. But like as far as like the drops and like even the Rift store, the Halloween Rift store, it's all
Yeah.
weapons. There's
Mm-hmm.
How
no
come?
like
How come they don't get cute little
they don't
sweaters?
get any Halloween shirts or stuff. It's all about the weapons, I guess.
Guys,
But
but we've got cats.
I'm glad
What are you
there's
complaining
if
about?
you want to have people not go to Twitch drops, put a cat cosmetic in
Oh my
there.
god.
I honestly, because someone had to put their time and energy, and it came out right before the Halloween stuff. So again, we don't know how the team dynamics work, and most of the time, you have certain teams doing certain things. But instead of creating killer Halloween costumes,
We
they
got
did
Cursed
cats.
Cat,
We got cursed cat, which I'm
Freaky.
assuming they thought was. It says cursed, so maybe they thought it
Yeah.
was like Halloween related.
You're like, it's
Um,
close enough. What do you want?
yeah.
Oh gosh, we're never gonna let it go. Behavior. I'm sorry.
No.
No,
Never
The
gonna let it
cats
go.
will
we
forever
you need
like
to start
haunt my
consulting
memories.
us. Just send us a message. Be like, hey, will this fly? And we can give you a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
Like, do I just not
Like-
remember, like, on the survey, did they ask this? Like,
No.
what kind of cosmetics would you
mean-
love? Did everyone just put, like, animals in there?
There was one person who every survey they did was like,
Yeah.
I want cats.
I was gonna say that's how we kind of ended up having the dating sim, because we all stupidly
Hey.
put that we wanted a dating
I wanted that dating sim, and I'm gonna 100% it
game.
on Steam. That was fun.
Maybe we
It
should do
was.
a video of us playing the dating sim.
Right.
Because
It is
I've
so
never
much
played
fun.
it.
It is so much fun.
Yay, Twitch drops.
Yay! So I'm glad that they clearly listened to us.
We'd
Good.
like credit and your next patch notes. Thank you.
I
Yeah.
agree. Yes, thank you.
Looking for that Twitter X post, whatever we
Uh-huh.
call it now,
Mhm.
thanking us.
Or
Okay.
Instagram. You can do that too.
Yeah. Okay, last thing. This is not actually DBD related, but I wanted to mention it, is that on Halloween, Silent Hill Ascension is going to be released. And the reason I wanted to mention this is because Behavior actually has a part in this project. When you look it up, GenVid is the main one they show, but Bad Robot Games and Behavior are also developers for this. And my understanding of what this is it's going to be an interactive TV show, weekly TV show. Let me see. Silent Hill Ascension is a thrilling new GenVid interactive streaming series where you, along with the rest of the audience, can impact the canon of Silent Hill. And so I saw a headline that Sony picked it up for PlayStation, but you can also, it's an app you can download to watch it.
Mhm.
It's free. So as of right now, you don't pay for it or anything. I'll be interested to see like how the voting and stuff works, but I just kind of wanted to put it out there, put it on the radar if you love Silent Hill, because we haven't had Silent Hill content lately.
Mhm.
Like, except for, DBD has a Silent Hill chapter. And I love my Princess Heart Cheryl cosmetic. So,
Yeah.
and we haven't heard anything about Silent Hill 2 in 11 months. So, this is,
Oh wow.
I mean, I could talk about that too. They were supposed to show, my understanding was at Tokyo Game Show, which happened a few weeks, a month ago, that they were supposed to show Silent Hill 2. There was rumors and there was, I don't know if it was on the docket or not. I think they showed stuff for Ascension, but they never did reveal anything about Silent Hill 2. And it's been almost a year since we had the theatrical trailer. So I'm a little worried about Silent Hill 2. But anyway, we have Silent Hill Ascension. And so I don't know if y'all are fans of Silent Hill or not. I know our friend Padfoot is, so maybe if we get into this, we could have her on too.
Yeah. It
to
does
talk.
look like if you go to ascension.com, because I just pulled it up right now, there is a QR code that you can do to pre-install, and as Mocking said, it's for free. It looks really cool. I'm like watching the trailer like for it right now. It looks really cool.
Yeah, they just
I think
dropped the
this might be-
trailer recently.
Yeah, I think this will have to be a group watch. Oh, it'll be so fun to have Padfit on here as well because she loves
Oh
Silent Hill.
yes.
Yeah, she's the one
and
that
that's
got me
how-
into Silent
yeah.
Hill. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you
I've
guys got
played-
us into Silent Hill.
Yeah, so I played some of the older games, and then you two got me into it probably more than anything.
I know. I wish I could find the older games and play them, but you can't. But anyway, they are remaking too. There's a bunch of other Silent Hill projects that are in development right now, but this is the first one that's coming out, and hopefully it'll be good. A lot of the YouTube comments for the trailers are negative, but
How
I don't
dare
know.
they.
Give it a chance. I mean, it's free. Like, it's not like a game you're paying for, so
Yeah.
this is like, from what I can remember, like this is the first like Silent Hill content we're getting in a long time.
In a long time.
So let's just
Yeah, it's been
embrace
a
it
while.
and enjoy it, and hopefully it's good. I'm interested in seeing how the voting goes, like what we're going to be voting on, how much control we're going to have over the decisions. So I think that will be
Well, it sounds like we
interesting.
have Halloween plans.
I know. The only thing about releasing on Halloween, like I have kids, like like I have stuff to do, but
Yeah,
it's
true.
so I don't know if it's like how
Yeah, what time
Soon
it
you
actually
have to
premieres?
make the decisions. Like do they stream the episode and it's like you have a day to watch it and then like make decisions? Does that make sense? Like I'm curious,
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
because it's I mean everyone's usually busy on Halloween. Like even if you don't have kids, like you might be going to Halloween parties. You know, adults
Yeah.
have
What,
plans
people go
too.
out?
Yeah, people go
That's
out.
You're like, wait,
so
what do you
weird.
mean?
We tend to
Like,
like watch horror movies. Back when we all lived together, we would like our little ritual was to go to someone's house and watch Rocky Horror Picture Show or scary movies.
oh
Now we're
yes.
all separate. Sometimes we'll do that like via Discord, do movie nights.
Yeah.
You're
This is
like,
cool. We can figure out it, watch it, and give you guys like feedback on
Yeah.
what it is
yes.
for
So,
anyone if you love Silent Hill. So
yep. And hopefully it's good behavior, doing other projects.
Hey.
yeah, good to
So,
branch out.
so I think that's it.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was an episode. I guess I can close out then
Yep.
and
Oh
say
yeah.
we hope you're having a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, and spooky bye. Ooh,
Woo.
bye.
Ooh,
Bye.
bye.
Meow.